NFL free agency starts up, and the Cowboys are making some moves.
The Dallas Stars continue to dominate the NHL.
We'll talk about it after the whistle. Welcome to the Intermission podcast. I'm Fabian. That's Isaiah. We're a Dallas sports podcast. And we're going to hop straight into it with the hot button issue. Actually, there's a couple this week, but we're going to start talking about the Cowboys free agency just because we haven't talked about them in a while. So, what do you think of some of the moves we made so far this week? Free agency has started up. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you mad? What are you thinking?
I'm definitely not mad because I'm kind of glad that the Cowboys are focusing more on the defensive side.
Yeah.
And that's all I see is that we're signing more defensive players. I'm kind of sad to see one of the Cowboys players that leave, but I'm so glad they're focusing on defense.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're focusing in the right areas. Obviously, there's still one major position that we haven't super addressed, that being linebacker. Wow, and maybe we're planning on tackling that more in the draft. I don't know, but the big ticket linebackers are already out of there. But obviously, we have some of the least cap space in the league, so it's hard to get some of those names in here. But I want to see us add a decent linebacker to an awful linebacker, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if they do end up signing a linebacker for free agency and then drafting one.
Yeah, I mean, we might draft 2 linebackers. We should. I mean, you take best available, and this is a kind of a weak draft class. It's kind of a rough one to have 2 first-round picks. I mean, you're still getting first-round quality players, but could be a little better. But it's better on the defensive side of the ball than the offensive side of the ball. But let me go through a sort of like the week as it's gone. Starting on Saturday, the Cowboys officially placed Brandon Aubrey on the second round tender. So that makes his contract worth $5.76 million. And someone else can offer him a better contract if they do, and they end up signing him. Well, 1, we have the option to match the other contract, and 2, if another team does end up taking him, we'll get a second-round compensatory pick. So, honestly, I think a pretty good move, considering it seemed how much Brandon Aubrey was asking for, which obviously, great player, but a lot of money spent on the kicker. So, honestly, I think a really good move by Jerry. Hopefully, Brandon Aubrey's not too, begrudged by it, you know?
No, yeah.
Let's see. Then we also placed a second-round tender on TJ Bass and didn't tender Brock Hoffman, some of our linemen, TJ Bass being an offensive tackle, Brock Hoffman being more of a depth piece. And then one of our safeties also we did not place any tender on, that being John Ye Thomas. I'm sorry I'm butchering that first name, I know it. But obviously, so they went to unrestricted free agency, and we put that second round tender on TJ Bass. I don't think that there's been any sort of offer for him. So, excuse me. And then the first big move we made, this was after, obviously, going into the trade deadline, or not the trade deadline, going into free agency / this trade period, this active trade period. It was one big name that everyone was like, okay, this guy's on the trade block, we should sign him. Or this guy's a free agent, we should sign him. Those names were Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson. First day of free agency / this trade block opening up, it appeared that the Ravens traded for Max Crosby. And then all that stuff happened, you know? They were like, actually, his knee's a little funky or something like that. And it was a pretty big trade. Obviously, 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby straight up. The first time that the Ravens had ever traded first-round picks for a player. And they said, actually, no. So, big moves. But at this moment in time, we thought Max Crosby was gone. So we end up trading a 4th-round pick for Rashawn Gary from the Green Bay Packers. Sort of add good depth, I would say. A really good addition that would complement our existing defensive line room. So, any thoughts so far? You want me to keep going?
Well, especially for this signing, I thought not really that bad of a sign. Actually, helps our line get a little better. I do see people saying that this is more of a rushing defense, though. They still need to add pass rushers.
Yeah,
and obviously, I'm sure they are, but I don't think that's that bad of a signing.
No, I agree. I think it's a pretty good signing, and I mean, I think 4th-round pick is, reasonable price. And then again, you're reuniting him with Kenny Clark. So hopefully
For that team chemistry.
Yeah, hopefully there's some chemistry there. They work good as a team. Could build some cohesion in what appeared to be last season a pretty. What's the word I'm looking for? Wick-whack off defense, because I couldn't lackluster, lost, all these things. Defense, a wick-whack defense. That's the word. And then our first major move, a really good move, definitely. Again, our secondary was we needed most: cornerback, safeties, linebackers. I think that video came out. Cornerback, safeties, linebackers. We signed safety Jalen Thompson from, I believe he played last in. No, I'm forgetting.
Yeah, I kind of forgot where he was playing at too.
But we signed safety Jalen Thompson. Definitely a good ad. Pretty much instantly going to be a starter, especially with our team. He was with the Cardinals. That's who he was with. Another good ad. Definitely, again, we're addressing the right places, like we said earlier. And then came out that we were rewarded 2 5th-round compensatory picks this year, so that's pretty good for Jordan Lewis and DeMarcus Lawrence, because we lost those players last season. So this year we got 2 5th-round picks. Chill. Good. Hopefully we can do something with those. Then we signed Broncos safety PJ Locke, 1 year, $5 million. Obviously, on a really good defense. He was a depth piece, so he can come here and hopefully be a pretty good depth piece as well, if not a starter, since he was behind great defensive players. But and in 1 year, $5 million is a really team-friendly deal. So I think not a bad signing at all. Then we signed defensive tackle Otito again. If you need to, you want to add anything, let me know. But I'm rolling right now.
Yeah,
we signed Otito Ogbonnia from the Chargers. Decent signing. I'm not one that super excites me, but again, adding to that defensive line move, and again with what we're about to talk about, Osa Digizua being traded to the 49ers, I think it's really finding players that fit Christian Parker's scheme better. Obviously, we love Osa. Osa loved it here. Tough to see that guy walk away, but I really think that defensive tackles, defensive linemen we're signing is to fit Christian Parker's scheme better. Christian Parker's really trying to go out, find guys that he feels fit his scheme. And Osa had a bigger contract, even though it was less than the Washington offered him last year. I know, love Osa. He had a bigger contract and seemingly doesn't fit the scheme that Christian Parker's going for. So that's why I think this is happening. It's definitely, as you were alluding to, really rough to see Osa Digizua go. But I do have faith in the defensive coaching staff that we picked out, Christian Parker. And we know that there's scheme changes coming, so I think this is just to sort of fit that mold.
Yeah, definitely. And then I'm pretty sure it was this trade or another trade, but I think it was the Osa trade. But I think it said something about freeing up $2 million in cap space.
Yeah, we're freeing up some a decent amount of cap space as well. with that Osa trade. And we also restructured the contracts of Kenny Clark and I thought someone else, but that's the only name I'm seeing here. Kenny Clark is the only name I'm seeing here, but I thought there was another one as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We restructured some contracts and got an additional, like roughly 9 million cap space from that as well. So we're filling up space because before free agency started, we didn't even have enough cap space to sign our draft picks this year. Sorry, I was trying to think about what words were coming out of my mouth.
We didn't have enough money.
We didn't have enough money to cap space to sign even the draft picks we were going to draft this year. So we really needed to clear up some cap space. And we've done that so far. And then earlier Thursday, late Thursday, actually, they were recording this Thursday. Breaking news. Recording this Thursday. Sorry if something happens early Friday morning, but late Thursday, we agreed to deal with Matt Hennessy, a depth O lineman, who's been a pretty successful, piece as a backup offensive lineman. He started 24 games. He's played in 64, so he's a good depth piece, really good depth piece. So I don't have his contract details, but not a bad ad.
No, not that bad, especially with the injuries that happened to the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad to have depth there too.
Yeah.
I think overall, pretty good start to the free agency signing on the Cowboys part.
Yeah. Again, it hurts. We were top name to either get Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson. It looked like the Ravens had them both at different periods of time. Obviously, Max Crosby's back with the Raiders. There hasn't really been any talks of him going anywhere now after that whole debacle. We'll see if that changes. And then Trey Hendrickson officially signed with the Ravens. So
that was just really weird.
it was very, very, very strange. But yeah, we definitely need to address the pass rush and the linebackers. We got a couple safeties, we got a cornerback. So really, we need to address that linebacker room and get a true pass rusher in.
Yeah, definitely.
To be what at least seemingly would be a competent defense.
Yeah, to compliment.
So we'll see how we address that. Again, like I said, a lot of the bigger names are gone are taken, signed. That's the word, signed. So we're looking for decent to good pieces. We're not going to get any sort of big name star pieces. So I'm trying to think if there's any big name that isn't signed right now. And I can't think of one. So.
Yeah, I don't know any.
Dude.
Free agent.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's happening there. Right now, our pick outlook is for this next draft is 2 first-rounders, 3rd-rounder, 3 5th-rounders, and a 6th and a 7th. Oh, we also did I not say this? We traded away Solomon Thomas to I think the Ravens. Who did we trade him to? To I believe the Ravens. Don't quote me on that though. And basically all we did was trade up in the 5th round. But really that was also to relieve some cap space. I think maybe that's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about having a restructured, but that was more to just clear up cap space. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely a good start for the Cowboys. I still expect him to focus more on defense, though.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we had a top offense last season and have brought back every significant piece of that offense.
So if the Cowboys can just have a defense that'll complement Dallas's offense, this next season should be way better to watch.
Yes. As long as that sort of clicks in Christian Parker's system.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bring that up to say we have no major needs on the offensive side of the ball. And there's no news about anyone approaching Aubrey to sign. So it looks like we're getting him, or he's sticking around. So not bad at all, I would say. Not bad at all. Good start. I think I don't know if Jerry's cooking. I don't want to say he's cooking, but he's like using that air fryer pretty good. Yeah. That good? You good?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
With all that being said, I think that's all we got for the Cowboys. Keep an eye out for that stuff. Should still be a couple more signings coming up. Maybe a couple more trades. Who knows? But we'll keep an eye on that, and let you guys know. Again, sorry if something happened early Friday morning. Entirely possible. Had to record this Thursday night, but them's the breaks. Look at me. You think that I'm not paying attention? Exactly. So, I think that's all we got for the Cowboys right now.
Yeah.
Isaiah's gonna hop straight into basketball with the Mavs.
The Mavericks.
And tell me about what's going on over there in Mavsville.
Well, the Mavericks still continued to lose games.
Yeah.
But Thursday night snapped their losing streak with a win against the Grizzlies. But before that, last Friday, the Mavericks lost against the Celtics, 120 to 100. Then on Sunday, they lost against the Raptors, 122 to 92.
Sorry.
And then on Tuesday, Mavericks lose against the Hawks, 124 to 112.
After an abysmal fourth quarter.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, the Mavericks have played almost the same way. Like it almost gets exhausting to say it all the time. It's mainly turnovers, bad defensive plays, and then just lackluster fouls, or bad timing fouls.
Yeah.
Not making free throws. And same thing with turnovers, just really bad looking turnovers.
Yeah.
But the game that I'm actually excited to talk about is this Grizzlies game. And the Mavericks played one pretty good game. The Mavericks ended up winning 120 to 112. The Mavericks were in the lead majority of this game. I think the most they were up by like 20, close to 20. And then, of course, like how the Mavericks usually play, they started losing that lead pretty bad.
Yeah.
It got to the point where both Memphis and the Mavericks were tied. But if it wasn't for Chris Middleton, for fourth quarter Chris, he almost single-handedly gave the Mavericks this win with 22 points coming from the fourth quarter, which is his most in his career, scoring 22 points in a quarter, or the most points scored in a quarter by Chris Middleton. He ended up finishing the game at 35 points, and Chris Middleton was just on fire this fourth quarter. It was pretty nice to see. It was almost like watching Chris Middleton when he was on the Bucks when they won that championship.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was a real great game from Chris Middleton.
I don't know how good it was. He took 10 attempts from the 3-point line and made 8 of them.
Wild. Absolutely wild.
Yeah. Definitely. This game just made me so happy that the Mavericks snapped their losing streak again.
Yeah.
But oh yes, like I wanted to say about those turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Early in the game, pretty bad turnovers. They were trying to lob it to Gafford. Most of the turnovers that happened, they were like bad passes or bad attempts to catch from Gafford.
Right.
But I'm still glad the Mavericks are able to. I don't know, they're able to turn it around.
I think that makes us 3 for our last 13, so 3-10 in our last 13.
Yeah,
I think
so. I think so too.
But one thing that I want to touch on, I want to get your take on, Cooper Flagg, since coming back from injury, has been rather pedestrian, which you can't blame him, but it's definitely hurting his Rookie of the Year chances. I want to get your take on it. Do you think he should be taking it slower? Maybe not focus on that too much. We should be sort of. Well, I want to hear your take on it.
Wow, I said that really that Rookie of the Race is really the only thing that we're looking forward to watching, or at least what I'm looking forward to watching. But with him taking it slow after this injury, the Grizzlies game was only his 5th game back from the injury.
Right.
I think it's a good sign that he's taking it slow and not trying to come back to win Rookie of the Year.
Right.
I mean, people say it a lot. People who, the players who just played a stat pad.
Yeah.
That's maybe what Cooper Flagg is probably thinking he doesn't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of hurts to say, but I'm kind of glad that he's taking it slow.
Mm-hmm.
Taking his time to come back, and much like we saw earlier this season, if it happens, Cooper Flagg ends up having the game of the year. He'll end up having that.
Yeah.
Like that Jazz game where he scored like 42 points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he can quickly return to that play style, but I'm not that upset about him slowly coming back from an injury.
Right. Yeah. I agree. I think the thing for me is, like, he is still playing a lot of minutes. He's still playing, I think, in every game he's been back, he's 1 started and 2 played at least 30 minutes, 25 in that first game back. After that, he's played at least 30 minutes in the rest of the games. So he's still getting a lot of minutes. And like I said, maybe points-wise, he's been pedestrian. I don't think he scored more than 18 minutes since then. But, like, against the Hawks, he had 12 rebounds, 5 assists. So he still is making an impact.
He's still contributing in his own way. But, yeah, the points are lackluster. But, I mean, like what we've said for, like, the past 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
there's really nothing to play for, really.
Yeah.
So
no reason to
play that hard to potentially get injured again.
No reason to die. Other than because for the love of the game, which, of course. But also, I don't want him to get seriously injured again. But again, for me, it is him still playing a lot of minutes. Maybe he isn't going as hard. He's still playing a lot. I would rather him play a little bit less minutes. Maybe even not start a couple of these games and then go full speed for a little bit, then take up so much playing time with
experimental playing time.
Yeah, slowly recover. Less explosive than he has been. Is he coming back a little bit too soon? as whack as that might say, because he was out for 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks,
I believe so.
2 weeks. So maybe I could have used another week in the blender, week in the oven, I think. But yeah, I agree. He'll probably return to form here soon. But yeah,
Yeah. Also, want to point out that the Grizzlies have been destroying the Mavericks all season, and I'm pretty sure this win against the Grizzlies is the only win the Mavericks have against the Grizzlies. And this was the last matchup of the season against the Grizzlies. So at least they got one win against them.
he didn't get shut out in the series.
Yeah, they didn't get swept.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Mavericks have been pretty much the same up until Thursday. Some of these losses, you can kind of like see that it looks like the team's on autopilot, and it looks like they're just doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like weirdly, the games are pretty close.
Yeah, again, that Hawks game, I'm pretty sure, again, at least in a couple of our losses this season, we've tied it up late in the third quarter, sorry.
Yeah.
Late in the third quarter, and then like after that, we're like, okay, well, we made it look like a game, and then just sort of,
Yeah.
and then
Just
team runs away
coasting.
with it. Yeah, get outscored by like 10 points in the fourth quarter, and then it's like, yeah. It's just something that's been
Yeah, but don't be fooled. This team, I still feel like this team, like if it was reversed and the team had 44 wins, I feel like this team definitely can tighten it up and play way better defense.
I think, well, yeah, I mean, the defensive categories are the one thing that we're like, can say we're proficient in. We're top 10 in rebounds and block shots. Everything else?
Yes, rebounds. Also rebounds.
Yeah.
I like it.
Actually, we're 12th in rebounds.
Yeah.
So just outside the top 10. It's above average, at least, in the league. And then we're tied 9th in block shots a game. Everywhere else, I mean, we're hurting. Again, I think the big thing, we're second to last in free throw percentage, and we do consistently get beat there. We know we've been weak from the 3-point line. We're second to last in 3 points made, second to last in 3-point percentage. So, or third last in 3-point percentage. So yeah, it's been what we knew was our issue even at the start of the season when we were maybe being very hopeful. For the upcoming season. We're like, the part that scares us, we don't really have a 3-point threat. And they continue to be true throughout the season again.
Yeah,
and it's apparent when you look at our stats.
Yeah, until Max Christie had those few good handful of games, we were like, oh shoot.
Well, then like once,
or at least I was like, Max Christie's gonna be really good, and then hasn't been doing that good.
Yeah, he's had a bad couple of months now. These last 2 months, and then like once a month, Klay Thompson decides to come off the bench and score like 7 3-pointers for some reason. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but
yeah, I mean, at least it's still pretty cool to see him still playing like that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna definitely suck when like players like him start retiring.
Definitely. But yeah.
I mean, that being said, that's really all I can say about the Mavericks. I'm glad the Mavericks won, snapped this losing streak again. But yeah, I guess I can say some of the wins or losses for this upcoming week.
Give me your predictions.
A lot of losses.
You say, I think we go like 3-13. That percentage is.
Well, like,
yeah, I mean, we're not beating.
We're gonna lose Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, Mavericks play the Cavaliers.
Here in Dallas.
Yeah, but as everybody knows, the Cavaliers got James Harden. They still have Donovan Mitchell, two really good players.
I mean, they're first in points per game this season. They have a pretty good offense, not a weak defense. They don't turn the ball over that much. They're a good team.
Yeah.
Pretty much about it. I mean, they're second behind the Pistons.
Yeah, and the
in
Pistons,
the Eastern Central.
and the
Yeah.
Pistons are first in the Eastern Conference, right?
They're Eastern. Yes, they're first in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Cleveland is fourth total. So, yeah,
Yeah. The Mavericks are gonna lose that game. But I feel like they only lose it by like 10, 15 points.
only by.
Only way. Because I think they're going to really lose when they play the Cavaliers again on Sunday in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like they're just going to lose that bad in Cleveland.
Right.
Then on Monday for a back-to-back, the Mavericks go to New Orleans and play the Pelicans. Pelicans are a team that I definitely have said that the Mavericks should definitely beat.
But I think they've beat us.
Yeah, I think
all 3 times, 2 times they faced us.
I think we were only able to win one.
Okay.
So we're like at most 1 and 2, I think.
Okay.
So hopefully the Mavericks win this one.
Yeah, that's always the hope.
Yeah, but I'm ultimately going to say that the Mavericks end up losing. And then on Wednesday, the Mavericks play the Hawks again. But this time in Dallas. And I don't know. I feel like this one could be the upset win. I say upset, but the Hawks are doing...
I mean, they're doing better than us.
Yeah.
They're definitely favored. They're technically in a playoff spot right now. Not even a play-in.
Well, never mind.
We're actually...
Hawks want to keep that.
No, they're in a play-in spot.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me. They're the 8th seed right now in the Eastern, so technically in a play-in spot.
Okay, well, the Mavericks, knowing that the Mavericks should win that game.
And the shadow realm. You know,
I want them to win that game.
The Hawks have CJ McCollum. No, I don't know. Didn't they trade for somebody at the deadline? Or they traded away?
They traded away Trae Young.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of.
And then that's it
For the week.
Yeah, that's it for the week.
So, in conclusion, we're going 2-2.
Yeah, that's not that bad. I'm 2-2.
We're going 2-2. Both losses to the Cavs.
Yeah. Definitely Pelicans or Hawks, Mavericks could potentially win against.
We're winning at least one game. Isaiah guaranteed. If we don't win at least one game this week, he can steal one of his shoes if you see him in public. Great. Beautiful.
Go Mavs.
Go Mavs. Yeah, I think that's what we got for the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go from kind of excited to very...
Let's talk about the Stars.
The Stars' dominant week.
Absolutely dominant streak. I believe. I'm going to do all that junk. I'm going to say the wrong number. I think it's 14 games. 14 straight games with a point now. Let me double check that. 14 straight. I was right. I'm right. Always. 14 straight games with a point. 13 of those 14 being wins. Only most of them being in overtime. But no, the Stars are in incredible form right now. like in incredible form. What else is there to say? Obviously, last Friday, a heartbreaker against Colorado. After Colorado scored the first goal of the game, we took the lead and held it until 15 seconds left in the third period. That makes me mad, bro. Until 15 seconds left in the third period, with an empty net. Their empty net, obviously, it was 6-on-5. The freaking Valerie Nichushkin sinks a puck into the net to tie it up. We go to overtime, play through all of overtime, go to shootouts, and ultimately lose the game. What a move by a Colorado coach, though. Blackwood started the game, let in 4 goals and 11 shots. Wedgwood comes in and facing some pretty incredible shots. I mean, he had some great saves in the game. Shout out Wedgwood. We still like you, but also you're on the Avs, so we don't. But Wedgwood had some great saves. Only faced 10 shots, but again, made some great saves in those shots, and then had a great shootout performance. So, good goalie switch for the Avs there, and a tough loss for us. But again, we went to overtime. Still end up taking a point away from that game. Again, I think we've still scored more points than the Avs in that time. They are, as I'm talking right now, it happened last night for you guys, actively winning 5-1 against the Kraken, though. So, but we have a couple more points since coming back from the Olympic break than the Avs, and definitely more than the Wild, pulled back into second in the division and in the league. And we're playing incredible hockey, and I think that's exemplified by yesterday's game for you. Our game against Edmonton, we win 7-2. Oh, howdy, hooty. What a game. But let's talk about it. The Chicago Blackhawks. We did the thing, I'm pretty sure, where we let them score late in the third period to tie the game. Even though we were losing it up until the third period, we scored 2 goals. Excuse me. But we did the thing where they scored late in the third period to tie the game. But Miro Heiskanen, immediate goal in overtime. A pretty nice one, too, if I recall correctly. And one thing we've been doing better, we've taken less penalties. And then we played, so since the Olympic break, we've taken a lot less penalties, which was good. A big issue we had before the Olympic break. Then on Tuesday, we played the Vegas Golden Knights. Again, we're still in the 6-game homestand. So, still at home, we played the Vegas Golden Knights. I went to this game, Noche Mexicana. What a game. One thing that I didn't like when I was watching this game, and it's something I didn't notice until then, and I don't think it was really an issue in Edmonton either, but in that Vegas Golden Knights game, we went on power play, I want to say 3 times, and we scored on one of them, which is going to make this even weirder sounding, I think. I believe we went on power play 3 times. We went on power play 5 times. One of them was shortened, though, I'm pretty sure. But we went on power play 5 times. And what I noticed is that during those power plays, in that Golden Knights game at the very least, just left the players on the ice. We had our top line out there with Johnston, Robertson, Miro, and, those guys. We had our top line out there. But they were on the ice for at least 1 minute and 20 seconds each during those power plays, which is just not what you're supposed to do on power plays. It was wrong and dumb, and at least 2 of those power plays were god awful because of that strategy. They just stayed on the ice, which is just not the whole point. Is you keep them on the ice, keep getting fresh legs in, keep applying pressure, and then you'll outrace them and score the goal. Ultimately, is the idea, obviously, but again, they stayed. All three of our forwards stayed on the ice for at least a minute and 20 seconds, and at least two, I want to say three of those power plays. So that was really bad. But then, of course, Ben scored off of a deflection in one of our power plays. So who am I to even talk? But no, I think those were some poor power plays. We should have had more goals. I think in at least one of those power plays, we only had one shot on goal. It was very, very strange. Very strange strategy. I don't want to see that again ever. It was very bad. But we win this game after going down early in the second period. Score 2 in the second, hold them off in the third, and they had a pretty good third period. The Golden Knights did. Especially, again, same sort of issue with the Avalanche game. Fucking hot. Same sort of issues with the Avalanche game. Definitely, we struggled to clear the puck when it was 6-on-5, but Otter made some great saves, and we managed to, even though they stayed in our offensive zone pretty much the entire time, they didn't get too many great shots on goal, and the ones they did, Otter managed to save. But it looked very scary there for a minute as well, so definitely got to work on those late game situations when it is 6-on-5 late into the game. I believe, let me double check this. No, I'm wrong. What I was going to say is that I believe this is the first game that, even though last week I said that Myers was going to be activated, I lied. So the Blackhawks game was the first game that Myers and Bunting were activated. I didn't get to watch that game, but I watched the entirety of this game against the Golden Knights. Obviously, I was there. Yeah. Whatever. And I gotta say, especially Myers, Bunting didn't play too many minutes, or at least not noticeable minutes. But Myers had a great impact on the ice. I think he made a couple of good blocks. So really liked him. And let me tell you, dude is tall. Like, I know Liam Bishel's tall, but like, I guess he slouches a little bit, so he doesn't seem that tall. Like, you look at him with players on the ice, and he doesn't seem as tall. Tyler Myers, bro, he looks like he's at least a head taller than Liam Bishel, and Liam Bishel's tall. And it's like, I was like, that guy's tall. Obviously, also first Texan-born player. I think I said this last week, but I'll say it again. Yeah. First Texan-born player to play for the Stars. Heck yeah, welcome Tyler Myers. But no, for real, him and Bishel, what they are, dude, 6'8", 6'9", 6'7", 6'9". No, dude, they're huge. And then them with Audie back there, it's the freaking Dallas Skyline. It's crazy. It's just, it's insane. Yeah, that's where I'm going with that. But no, he made some great plays on the defensive side. So did Bishel. Bishel got hit with a puck. I'm just talking now. But Bishel got hit with a puck early in the first period, and it looked like it hurt him a bit. I thought he was going to go in the locker room because he was limping. He limped off the ice, and then he was hurting on the bench for a little bit. But he didn't go into the locker room. Eventually came back onto the ice, and he played a good game as well. So that was a really good defensive line. Definitely, I think our defense with that Myers ad got deeper, which is, again, one of the things I was asking for. So really excited to have Myers on the team. Him and Bishel look like a pretty good team. Bishel's been great since his first game back from injury. He was a little slow, but Bishel, his last couple games, has been quality. And then, again, I got hung up on the Golden Knights game. But this game against the Oilers, mamma mia. Bon amiche. We were on Hattie watch, dude. We were so close. But just a culmination of sort of everything that's been great about this point streak, which is the longest since our 99-2000 season, by the way. So put that where you want. Pretty dang good. But we win this game 7-2, with some incredible like highlight reel shot, like 3 different highlight reel goals.
Yeah.
All in one game, where we just like Dutchy's goal was crazy. Robertson had one that was impressive, but that one's not one of the ones I want to talk. Dutchy's goal was crazy. Steele's goal was crazy. I think the other one I'm thinking of is maybe Robertson's first goal. They were all good, bro. No, but and definitely in this game, obviously there was a huge fight late in the third period, but whatever. The Oilers being salty.
It's hockey.
Well, one, Otter had an incredible game, 32 shots against only 2 goals.
Yeah.
Had a great game, like a great game, and he made a couple good saves, but I mean, there weren't too many like super scary shots. But still a great game. Did his job well. But we had 4 power plays in this game, scored on 2 of them, and we looked good on the power play. So definitely want to point that out.
Didn't those come back to back? Power play goals?
Yes. No. One was in the second, one was in the third. But there was a goal right after our first power play goal. Johnson scored 5 minutes 43 seconds into the second period, and then half a minute later at 6:15, Robertson scored. We had Robertson and Ben were both on Hattie watch. I think Dutchy again. I mean, I've said this the last 2 weeks. But Duchesne, the whole line, Jamie Benn, Sam Steele, and Matt Duchesne, that line has been incredible for us on this win streak, giving us quality points. Again, in this game, Sam Steele had a goal. Jamie Benn had 2 goals. And again, Duchesne's last goal. Masterpiece, brother. Oh, he looked like a prime, you know? You know what I'm trying to say? He looked like a prime. Out on the ice, he looked beautiful. It was a beautiful little. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, dude. There was some great goals in this game. Jamie Benn, like I said, 2 goals. I think here. Let me double check this. Sorry, yeah, Robertson had 4 points. Haskin and Johnson both had 3. Ben, Dutchy, Steele both all had 2. It's just a very good game. Again, defense was a lot better in this game as well. We had Myers, Harley, Bishop all blocked 2 shots. Haskin is always doing his thing. And again, I feel like especially this last game, because we were up especially late. But these last 2 games, again, they were able to play. Him and Harley were able to play less minutes. They're still leading the team in ice time, which they should. They're 2 best defenders, but they were able to play a little bit less minutes on the ice, which is what I was asking for. But yeah, it's just especially these last 2 games, but especially this Oilers game.
The Stars did not look back after their first goal.
Yeah, I think this Oilers game especially was like, oh, see, this is what's been great about our offense, and then that Golden Knights game, especially that third period was like, and this is how good our defense can be, and then I mean our defense was also great in this Oilers game. They still scored 2 goals, but I think our defense was still really good in this Oilers game. It's just like, see, this is that's my team, dog. You know,
Yeah, this team just got a little bit better.
that's what I'm that's sort of what I'm saying. You know, if you guys know what I'm saying. Like this is what we had the first 3 months of the season. We got scared that we lost for a little bit, and now hope, buddy. Let's keep it rolling. I mean, it feels good. Definitely, we have all the momentum in the world. We still have 2 more home games on this homestand. That's the word I'm looking for. And again, this is with some injuries. Right now, Rupe Hintz and Mikko Rantanen, 2 forces on the offense. Are injured. And Rantanen should hopefully be back soonish. Obviously, Sagan's out for the season, and Rupe Hintz reported on Tuesday that he's not going to require surgery, thankfully. So there's a chance that he'll be back before the playoffs. If not, hopefully sometime during the first round. Sort of like whoever it was last
year.
Last season. Who was it?
I don't know.
One of
them. Ended up going down to
was it Robo? I think it was Robo.
It ended up going down to like game 7, right?
Yeah. I think it was Robo last season that was injured going into the playoffs. But yeah, Rupe Hintz looks like he's going to be out for at least the majority of the rest of the season, if not the rest of the regular season. But again, our offense is being great without him. Excuse me. Jeez. But again, if we get Rampton and Hintz back and they slot in without causing any sort of major disruption, hit Ritz Cohen, that guy's going crazy too. I love seeing him play. We'll see if Michael Bunting can. I don't think he's been playing terrible, but he hasn't been an impact even with us scoring or taking as many shots as we have been since he's been here. Again, it's only been 3 games, so I'm sure he'll fit into. It's just that Myers, again, I think has made a big impact since in the short time he's been here. Excited to see more of the Dallas Skyline. I'm gonna say it again. They're huge. Yeah. You got anything to add?
No, the Stars are just a really good hockey team that just got a little bit better.
Yep.
This was an exciting week.
It was a great week. Even that loss against Colorado, they should have won that game. But
still ended up being a really good game.
Yeah, obviously still a really good game. Took them overtime. Ended up losing a shootout. Unfortunate. But obviously a really good game. Yeah, a great week. And great couple of weeks.
Like, this is actually getting me confident that the Stars could actually get out of the Western Conference.
Yes. Well,
Finals.
I mean, it's, and again, it's crazy. The 3 favorites in the Western Conference are the Avs, us, and the Wild, and we're all from the same division as well. So someone's getting knocked out early. We're still not 100% certain where the standings are going to be, but it's probably going to be us versus the Wild, probably that first round. So,
you know how amazing that first round could be?
It'd be Omega Wonko Bonko. You know what he's saying? Pretty sure that's what it would be.
Yeah. Like, at this point, the playoffs.
If you heard me, I'm pretty sure it would be us versus the Wild. I'm gonna say that in the mic because I don't think I said that in the mic. But yeah, I mean,
the playoffs are definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I mean, we have about a month left of the regular season, a little less than a month left in the regular season, and it's just good momentum to have in the last month of the season, and hopefully we can keep it rolling. And we have a couple hard games left on the schedule, namely against those Colorado and Minnesota team that are going to be like the big challenges. But I mean, every other team on this we're playing is like is a fringe playoff team at best, I think. I mean, I'm not seeing anyone too scary. I guess the Red Wings aren't. No, never mind. Yeah, I thought they had a better record than they did. Yeah. Is a fringe playoff team, nowhere near sort of. Yeah, So, like, the biggest challenges still left in the regular season are going to be those Colorado Avalanche, Minnesota Wild games. Obviously, I'm not saying we're going to.
Yeah.
I mean, we might. But for the most part, we have a relatively average to easy schedule for the rest of the season, except for those division games against the Avalanche and the Wild. And so definitely this is good momentum to have right now, especially with what's coming up in our schedule. Speaking of, let's talk this next week. We have the Red Wings. I thought they were a little better than they had. They're still sitting in a playoff position. They're still not a bad team at all. Don't underestimate them. But definitely a winnable game. Obviously, a very winnable game. I think they have had a kind of a big injury recently, so that makes it a bit easier. But should be a good game. Again, we're still at home, and I expect us to carry this momentum into next game. So I expect us to win that game Saturday, tomorrow at 7. And then our last game of the homestand against Utah, I think we're going to want to end. They're also sort of same sort of level as the Red Wings, but in a harder conference, I would say. They're about the same level of. They got the same record, I think. No, the Red Wings have a little bit better record, but Utah, nothing to scoff at, but I think we're gonna want to end the homestand on a good note.
Yeah.
Gonna say that's a victory, bro. I think we might embarrass them the same way we did the Oilers. I'm calling it. We might embarrass them the same way we did the Oilers. You know, them and their mammoth. Which I'm not. I don't hate the mascot. Kinda don't like the logo. I don't know why I'm bringing that up right now, but then on where am I looking? Wednesday we play Colorado in Colorado. Again, these are going to be our harder games for the rest of the schedule. That's going to be a rough game. We're going to be in Colorado again. We've beat them once this season. And then we lost in overtime once, and then we lost in regulation once. I believe that is the case. But actually, never mind. Was that our first time playing them? Am I thinking preseason? Is that our first time playing them? No, we played them at least once this season. Okay, never mind. Never mind. That was our first time playing them in the regular season this season. So we lost to them in overtime. Gonna be in Colorado. Let's see if we can, as crazy as it sounds, upset them there. Either way, I predict it to be a great game as well. Their team that wins isn't gonna win by more than one goal. I don't believe it. It's gonna be a great game. And those are the 3 games coming up this week. Excited to see it. I think we should be able to finish this homestand off at least on the point streak. At least on the point streak. If not, winning these last 2 home games of this 6-game homestand. And just sort of keep feeling good, Stars. Like, you know? Look at me. Oh, also St. Patrick's Day is happening. Check that out. So that's going to happen. We're going to be playing nobody. That's going to happen between the Utah and the Colorado game. So we're not playing on St. Patrick's Day, but it's happening.
But March Madness starts.
Go Stars. March Madness starts. I guess that's as good as a segue as any.
Oh, yeah.
Go Stars. Let's get into other news. What's happening? What happened this last week? What's happening this next week? Go for it.
I think, honestly, well, I mean, obviously, March Madness is gonna start the 17th. That St. Patrick's Day. It should be pretty good. I think March Madness is always good. But I think we should start with the talking about the Dallas Wings.
Yeah.
that we actually have news for this time.
Oh, yes. Pretty much right after we finished recording last podcast. So this was news by the time it was posted. Because we recorded about an hour and a half before.
Yeah, which is funny because I'm pretty sure we're like, nothing happens with the Dallas Stars. The Dallas Wings.
Yeah. But pretty much around the same time that the video was posted last week, news came out that Arike Agumbawale, thank you. I don't know why the pronunciation wasn't coming to me. But she was arrested in Miami after her and her teammates in the Unrivaled. They won the championship in Unrivaled. Congrats to Arike, and Lee Yeru was also on that team. Mm-hmm. 2 Dallas Wings. But then she got arrested. Then she got arrested for allegedly punching a bouncer after he tried to remove them from an existing escalated situation. And that's about all the details we have about it. I mean, just the only thing we got is that they were celebrating after winning. She was there with her teammates, and that she punched her bouncer after he was trying to remove her from another situation. Even though that happened last week, there hasn't been any more specifics about it. The Dallas Wings made an announcement. They were like, "We're aware. No further comments at this time." And it doesn't seem to have any more specifics or news or follow-ups by the league or the team or anything like that. So that's the major news from the Wings. But yeah, right? Am I missing anything?
Yeah, really the only news about the Wings.
It's the only news about the Wings. But the league as a whole.
Yeah.
Tell me about WNBA. What's going on there? Right
the league as a whole. This season might actually be pushed back. The start of the season.
I think at the very least the draft is for sure delayed.
Yeah. Because the WNBA they're still having talks about with their new CBA. Mm-hmm. Right now the offer is the WNBA is offered 4 times more of the salary cap than they have.
Right.
I mean, which is
big difference.
Yeah, which
big
is
increase.
Yeah, still a huge increase. But I guess I can kind of still see where the players are coming from. They want more money, but they want more of the shares.
Yeah, but also it's because that's like they're just sort of the WNBA is meant to be the premier league, and not just the U.S. but kind of the world as the partner league to the NBA. But like they can get paid more in women's, or what maybe now is roughly still a little bit more in women's European leagues or in leagues like Unrivaled, than they are right now in the WNBA. And the WNBA's, from what I understand, I don't know if it was part of the new contract, but they wanted them to sign exclusivity deals, which means they can only play for the WNBA and not play for the other leagues in the offseason. Like, I think some NBA players have like that as part of their contract. Not MLB players have that as part of their contract, so that they don't go play in like the Dominican and Venezuelan league during the winter ball. But for the most part, that's not like a league-wide thing. But they want to make that a league-wide thing, where it's not like a team saying you can't go play with a different league. It's a league-wide mandate where if you play for the WNBA, you can't play for another league. I don't know if that's part of the new negotiations. I doubt it. If it is, then they definitely need to increase the salary cap a little bit more. But yeah, that's another reason why they're pretty stringent on it. That's why there's sort of a even more conflict there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty crazy situation. And I mean, I get that the older players, I think the older players have definitely been talking about this for forever.
Yeah, for a little while now.
Yeah, so I guess I can kind of see their them getting frustrated that the new players come for like a season or two, and then now they're starting to take it seriously.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you can't deny, and I don't know if it's necessarily because of the new players, because it's been a sort of an influx in all sports.
Yeah.
But the league has grown a lot more in the last couple of seasons than it has in like the decade prior. So much so that the league wants to expand to add two or four more teams.
I think it's 2.
Two more teams.
Yeah.
So like it is. Again, I don't know if it's necessarily. It's not just the WNBA thing. I know that. I don't know if the WNBA it's because of that younger talent. I mean, obviously, Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, and to an extent, Angel Reese are like, or some of the bigger names in women's sports right now.
Yeah.
That all sort of came to WNBA the last 2-3 years. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can see the frustration for the older players. But I mean, yeah, it makes more sense to start talking about it now, especially since it's starting to grow, like you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. For what it looks like so far, either the start date or, like you said, the draft will be pushed back. If not, the start gets pushed back. It potentially the season could be shorter.
Either shortened or, if extreme scenario, canceled altogether.
Yeah.
So, but that would be a very extreme scenario. Very few times has that happened in any league ever. But shortened, that's happened quite a bit in a lot of leagues.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure with how big it's gotten so far, I'm pretty. Dang, well, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, because you hear that the NBA gives the WNBA some of the money.
Yeah, but that's also become less and less true the last couple seasons. Because it used to be that the NBA owned, at the very least, the majority of the teams in the WNBA. That's no longer the case. I think still they own 2 or 3, maybe a little bit more. They don't own more than 5 of the teams in the WNBA. So majority of the league is now independent of the NBA, outside of licensing and stuff like that. So
yeah. So man, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come to an agreement, even though it's not the agreement that they want. At the end of the day, of the leagues, for all leagues, is to make money. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna come up with an agreement.
Yeah, but
just a crazy situation right now, though.
Yeah. But just recently, that it's officially sort of negotiation period ended without a compromise. It was very recent for us, and maybe there's a chance that Friday morning some bombshell gets dropped. Apologies. I doubt it, though. I think it's going to be very slow moving going forward because of that, the end of that official negotiation date. But boy, howdy, who knew women's basketball could be so exciting? No, that's a joke, obviously.
It's a joke.
Yeah,
it's not exciting.
No. But yeah.
I guess on the topic of basketball. And the NBA.
I don't know what he's about to say.
Bam Adebayo.
Oh yeah,
is now second to Wilt. Is now second to Wilt Chamberlain's most scoring most points in a game.
Yep, he broke Kobe's record.
Yep, by 2 points.
Yep.
Bam Adebayo is now second behind Wilt Chamberlain with 83 points.
People are calling it the most unethical performance in NBA history. Nah. I mean, 40. What is it? 43 free throws? 41 free throws?
Yeah,
it's a little crazy.
40. Yeah, I mean, 41 attempts or 40 something attempts. He only ended up making like 30 something.
36, I think.
36.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get that part.
Yeah.
And the part where the NBA's getting mad at Shea for flopping a lot and getting all those fouls. I mean, it's still pretty impressive that Bam Adebayo scored 83 points in a game.
Absolutely, very impressive. And again, especially that first quarter, 31 points.
Yeah.
Extremely legit.
Yeah, like how people say that it was all because of him going to the free throw line.
Yeah.
It wasn't all. I mean, it was true toward the end of the game.
Yeah.
But that was because the Heat were just giving Bam the ball. Yeah, and the Wizards were triple teaming Bam like he was prime Steph Curry.
Yeah. Everyone was like,
Yeah, and people are getting mad that they're saying that Bam just had the ball and just chucked it up to get
Yeah.
a foul. But I mean, if you have the ball and you know you're about to get fouled,
Yeah.
you start getting in your shooting motion. That's what Shea, Steph, Luca. That's what all of them do.
Mm-hmm.
Still pretty impressive. He scored
Yeah.
83 points.
Yeah, again, it is against the Wizards, right?
Yeah, it was against the Wizards
It's against the Wizards,
with no Trae Young
or
and obviously no AD.
yeah. So, but it's still, I mean, still,
Yeah, it's still impressive. It's
absolutely, insanely so.
congratulations and bam.
Bam Adebayo. Is that bad?
And Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, Adebayo. I know how to say his name.
Yeah.
Is it wrong for me to come up with his name?
No, I don't know. I mean,
No.
I was about to say Bam Atenacumpo, but
Yeah, exactly. That's a compliment. If you said it right. Other news?
do we talk about the rest of the NFL free agents?
We can. It was a little crazy there for a while, but I'm sort of blanking on anything that happened besides Max Crosby stuff.
Geno Smith is now back where he started.
A New York Jet once again.
Kyler Murray is a Viking.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Now I'm blanking about it.
Yeah. There's some other stuff happened too. I forgot.
Daniel Jones re-signed with the Colts.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah. The Seahawks look like they've been broken up a little bit.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, the Chiefs signed freaking Kenneth Walker.
The Eagles signed one of those Seahawks.
Yeah. What's his name? But the Eagles signed one of their defenders.
DJ Moore's a Bill.
DJ Moore is a Bill. Yeah, but stuff's going crazy. Stuff's going wild.
Tua's a Falcon.
Tua's a Falcon. That doesn't really matter. Nobody really cares about that.
I don't think Kirk Cousins is signed.
No,
I don't think Aaron Rodgers has re-signed with the Steelers either.
He's officially
a bad quarterback.
I don't think that's happened either.
With how weird this NFL season was, I think this free agency is also pretty weird.
Yeah, if only I could remember anything that happened. I don't know why I'm blanking on everything. But I am, and scrolling through headlines isn't helping. Oh, Isaiah Pacheco signed with somebody. Seahawks. Did they trade?
I don't think it was the Seahawks. I think it was something like some team like the Bears or something.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's signed somewhere. This isn't good content. I'm gonna move on unless you can think of anything right now. I'm moving on from the NFL. How am I forgetting everything?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I was completely wrong. He signed with the Lions.
The Lions. Yeah. Other NFL stuff also. I'm sure. Other news. The World Baseball Classic. That's happening right now. The U.S. made a fool of themselves. At the very least, the U.S. manager did. He was like, "Oh, well, we're clinched already." After we were 3-0, the U.S. was 3-0. They were like, "Hey, well, we're clinched, so we're going to this game, but we still want to win." It's weird. Those were his words, word for word, bar for bar. We weren't clinched, and then we lost 8-1 or 9-1. I think 8-1. No. We ended up scoring 5 runs. 8-5 against Italy. Lost to them, and then if Mexico won and Italy scored less than score runs, then we would have been knocked out. The U.S. would have been knocked out of the tournament. And we were like, "Oh, it's weird." Oh, but Mexico didn't win. They lost 9-1 to Italy. Italy undefeated, kind of crazy. They're playing pretty dang good. But the U.S. avoids elimination. Goes into quarterfinals. We should be playing Canada. Yeah, but definitely made a fool of themselves. Also, as much as I hate to say it, playing with very little heart. Come on, we're playing for a country, guys, and every other team's so happy to score a run to be there. Look at Korea. You see what Korea did? Those guys were freaking having a time. You see what Italy just did? They beat us and Mexico. Did you see what? I don't know who else. Korea did? Korea was over there crying, bro. And we don't even have a home run celebration. We get over there, we just high five. Don't even know what we need to do to get into the quarterfinals. It's embarrassing. Definitely embarrassing. Come on, US. You get it together. Go put your heart out, wearing your heart on your sleeve and go out there and play some dang baseball. Jeez, it's freaking schoolball. Freaking Tariq schoolball, bro. Go out there and pitch 3 innings against Great Britain. Don't even put on the jersey if you're gonna do that. I'm going on a rant right now. No, that genuinely schoolball makes me angry. That's quite annoying. Like it makes me mad. Yeah. That's the World Baseball Classic. Any other news?
I don't think so. Nothing with the Renegades.
Nothing with the Rangers are chilling. Or actually, no, never mind. The Diane Kalum signed somewhere, so that happened. We talked about signing Andrew McCutcheon. Nothing else has happened. We're playing spring training. Alejandro Osuna, who was our only player in the World Baseball Classic, played for Mexico. Not playing in the World Baseball Classic anymore. Clubhouse vibes seem good. Guess that's a good thing to say. I think that's it for other news. But
Yeah.
other more important news. Shout out to my grandpa. Happy birthday, belated, because I'm bad, grandson. Happy 80th birthday. Feliz cumpleaños, abuelo. Atrasado. Siendo, pero feliz cumpleaños. Gracias por ver los videos. But yeah, that's the most important news. You got anything?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
If you guys made it this far, comment.
The stars are good.
Stars are good. As you spell good, G-U-D.
The stars are good.
Stars are good. Excellent. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on our socials. And come back next week, same time, same place. Longer video. Thanks for watching.